All right, hello everybody. How you all doing? I hope you all doing well. My name is Paradise, and welcome to the Paradise League Force of Kaldovar Open Normal Tournament number 1 or season number 1. We're gonna start off here with Hmnos Yaipen against What Is Your Education Son, and I'm joined here by Dutch Onage and Doze. Gentlemen, how you doing today?
I am doing pretty well. Happy to be casting some games again. With finally something else than a Pro Tour. And happy to be seeing some very familiar faces from back home today in the day. And I'm indeed joined by Doze. Doze, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing very fine, man. It's beautiful weather outside. I'm sitting here casting some Heroes of Newerth games, so can't complain.
Nice. So, first of all, I do believe that the name of the lobby is wrong. Right?
Yeah.
Or did Paradise just call out the wrong names just now? Wait, which are the two teams that are actually playing? So it's what is your education, son? I guess Hmnos Yaipen. Yaipen?
I don't know.
So anyway, it's Hellborn on What's Your Education indeed, and Hmnos Yaipen. I think I pronounced that perfectly.
Correctly. Yeah.
Perfectly. No faults whatsoever on the Legion side there. And I think these people, the guys on the Legion side are actually Latin, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not very familiar with them. But I'm very curious to see them perform, because I do believe that they are known to be quite strong players. So first of all, the bans. Magmus, Devour, and Monarch banned on the blue or on the Legion side. Zephyr, the Menace Shaman, and Sapphire banned on the Hellborn side. I know, like, fairly certain that Certos hasn't really played much, and fairly, at least not any competitive sense. So I'm not sure what we should be expecting from these people here.
Yeah.
In terms of picks.
We're gonna see a Bushwhack for the first pick as well. I don't really know about the first pick Bushwhack, if that's ideal, but I mean...
A Bushwhack is a really strong hero if you can, like, protect it somehow, right?
Yeah, but is it a first pick though?
No, probably not. I think Bushwhack is like a hero that you want to pick up if they have some kind of tanky frontliner carry. Something like an Armadon or something like that the Bushwhack can just continuously nuke down, right? Because the jungle toxin stacks at some points are just gonna melt through him, like tear through him. But yeah, the Bushwhack in general always has been, the issue has been just a lack of HP, right?
Yeah.
It's just so easy to gank.
He has a high mobility, but he, like you say, lacks a lot of HP and is very squishy. And if you catch him, he's pretty much dead.
Yeah, and if you compare like the Bushwhack to something like and what's the alternative? What you would have is a Forsaken Archer or a Moon Queen. Both of those heroes, they just farm so much faster. So you don't need to sit behind those heroes that long with a defensive support like a Monarch or an Andro, which is actually what I would expect them to pick up with the Bushwhack, something like an Andromeda.
Or a Revenant.
There you go, Andromeda. Because the Andromeda is not only amazing with the Bushwhack because of the -6 armor, which is insane in the laning phase, but also just like you can protect the Andromeda by, the Bushwhack by swapping him out.
Yeah.
And the Revenant is definitely an interesting pick. Revenant screams aggression to me, right?
If he fits pretty much wherever you put him, you can put him in a third lane, you can put him as a core or a support or like whatever.
Well, like, yeah, so in my opinion at least, Revenant works really well when you have a hero that lacks the mobility tool to get close to people, but once he does get close to people, he's like really strong. For example, what would be good? Like something like a Kraken or something would be, or like a Pharaoh would be quite good with a Revenant, because if those can get close to you, they can like quite easily kill you. or even I don't know, a panda, something like that, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of catch, and if
Am
they
I
don't
boring you, Dose?
No, 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 no.
Okay. No,
What are we gonna think about the Hadborn picks then? We see a Plague Rider and an Empath first picked up here.
yeah, so Plague Rider is definitely... it used to be something that you could only really play Suicide, but I believe that we've seen Plague Rider being played mid lane as well at some points. Right? When like dual mid was very popular, you would just run Plague Rider mid lane against the dual mids and just keep denying. Because some dual mids you really just cannot really play against. So they would just do that. And we see that the Legion side also specifically is targeting carry bans now. So Puppet Master, Swiftblade, and Predator, all, I would say, pretty strong carries. But specifically what I noticed there is both Swiftblade and Predator are two heroes that have the same niche. You know, the magic community. So maybe they want something like magic damage focused that wants to gank with the Revenants. That gets really countered by like a Spin or a Stonehide. And they just don't want to give them the option. And we see Gladiator and Lodestone here. So they need mainly the carry pick now. I like Lodestone, the Gladiator picks here.
Yeah, I mean, Gladiator is just a free... when you have a Gladiator in team, it's just free catch for anyone. Like,
yeah, so what I always say about Gladiator is he can stall. He can stall the enemies, right?
Yeah.
Which means, in like a practical sense, he can keep them in the same place for like 5 seconds.
Oh. What?
Those are two defensive supports, but I feel like there's no one to go with the Revenant here.
Okay, I feel like, I guess that's a Pearl Revenant lane, but yeah.
It's a bit weird. I think they needed, for example, if they had a Lodestone with the Revenant.
Yeah.
That would be like really powerful, in my opinion.
That's extremely, like, there's a lot of damage. The burst...
Hammerstorm.
Okay, we're seeing some interesting picks here.
Yeah, it's not what I would expect, because I think Hammerstorm specifically also gets guided a lot by the Pearl and the Bushwhack a bit as well. It is good because it has a lot of armor versus the Defiler ultimate. But it's... I would have expected something more towards like a ranged carry.
So how do you think they're gonna lane here? Let's start with Legion's side. I would expect a Defiler mid. I guess Bushwhack short, and then...
I would just say 2-on-2.
Yeah.
I don't really see another proper way to lane this. And they're actually going instantly 5 top lane. The train is on its way. It has left the station and it's going places currently. And we see the Hellborn side. The Hellborn side is playing 2-on-2 as well. Now, this is something that I'm not necessarily a big fan of, because I would say it's a bit the awkwardness of the picks here, right? I would say Lodestone, you always want to run in a solo lane.
Yeah. The thing about Lodestone is that you can always sustain yourself. Like, you don't really need a lane partner as a Lodestone. He works a lot better, like you say, alone. That's his like niche with the hero. Yeah,
but what's actually Lodestone and Gladiator have very similar power spikes, I would say. Like at level 3 and 5, where like the E in terms of the Gladiator and the W for the Lodestone suddenly like become a lot more powerful. And both of those heroes, they can't really protect the laning partner that well. Because like the problem with the Lodestone for like us in a normal lane is Q has 20 seconds cooldown level 1. 20 seconds is a long time to wait in a laning situation when like every other hero has like 10 to 15 seconds cooldown on a stun.
Yeah. I think that's one of the longest cooldowns, right? Like on a... Like...
On a single stun?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I mean,
like for normal ability. I know like Chi Q has 24 seconds.
yeah, but it doesn't really work in the same way. That's a lot of... That's... They did a lot more damage and slows like insanely. And also
No.
the
No, Chi Q just sucks, dude.
No.
I don't know what to tell you there. Anyway, okay, so we do see a 2-1-2 situation with the Revenant indeed farming. And it's going to be a Revenant Andro. I do like Revenant Andro more than I like Revenant Pearl. Also because Pearl probably does a lot better against the Plague Rider. Because Plague Rider is naturally going to, you know, poke some Qs here and there.
Top lane?
Oh, sorry, in the top lane, we see a little bit of harass going back and forth, with Revenant taking some harass damage. I think it was a Hammerstorm stun. Hammerstorm also not get... Oh, actually, Revenant might be a bit in trouble here. That's a wall, but there's no Q currently from the Hammerstorm, because he doesn't have the mana to do that. And actually, we see Revenant might be... No, he's not going to be fine. He is going to fall here. First blood for the Empath. And notably, I was gonna actually say this prior. Hammerstorm not having a Lunar tier is a bit awkward actually. In the top lane, we see Andromeda going in on the Empath, but they turn it instantly on the Andromeda. Andromeda is going to be in a bit of trouble. Is going to be fine here. There's no... Oh, there is a potion here coming on for the Andromeda. And a little bit of regen coming in for the courier, but it's actually going to be a while before the courier reaches them there. So the Hammerstorm is going to have to play a bit careful.
That is going to go for a rune top and it's going to be in a haste.
Oh, that's actually pretty damn good for him.
He did not go for bottom, he went for boots on the later.
Oh, curious. I don't... the reason I kind of like that is because you can like outrun the Eden from the Defiler. Because the E is the thing that he heals a lot with. Defiler.
But the thing about the Gladiator is also that since they changed the W like buff, you can always TP back to the base, you get a full bottle. So the bottle value on Gladiator is too big. Okay,
that's absolutely true, yeah.
I don't really see a game where you don't buy bottle on a Gladiator. You just get the value of TPing back with W on yourself, and then you get full bottle and then almost full HP and mana. It's just
basically the same thing as if you were like a Tremble, right?
Yeah, exactly. But I think this is a...
So yeah, for the ones that don't actually know, so the thing that they changed is the W buff on yourself lasts for 7 seconds instead of 4 now. So you have like 3 seconds extra window to TP home. And more specifically, that means that instead of like only having half a second, you have like 3.5 seconds. Which is a big difference. Anyway, in the top lane, like, okay, so this is something I don't like, actually. So, Hammerstorm still does not have either a battery or anything really to sustain himself. And we see actually in the top lane, we see Empath starting with a little bit of harass damage there. But in the end, they turn it on the Revenants. They initiate on the Empath, but the Empath with the heal, the Q, is just... It's just so, like, much HP in total, basically, right?
Yeah, so I would never say that you should like man up against Empath.
Oh, sorry. Actually, to interrupt you, Defiler is going to man up against the Empath. He pops the apple. Empath might actually fall. The Empath is going to get turned on by the Defiler, and there's no mana on the Gladiator. Gladiator might be in a bit of trouble here. A couple of bottle sips, and Gladiator sips his bottle. He's just going to be fine.
He got the bottle.
That was so close. That was a DD rune on the Defiler picked up there. Empath thought he was gonna get a free kill, but the golden apple saves the Defiler there actually, big time.
It was a good sign about Defiler also. He noticed that he had to man up, because if he walked into that wall, he would probably die as well.
Yeah.
So the extra damage.
Yeah, wall does 30 magic damage per second these days.
Yeah, let's say it would be at least 2 seconds. That would be an entire out attack.
Yeah. The Hammerstorm did pick up the Chalice now, so he can sustain himself a little bit better. I would like for him to still pick up a battery because of the Andro and the Revenants just kind of spamming spells naturally. On the other hand, the Chalice is also really nice because you have the passive mana, the passive HP healing from the Empath, sustaining you.
Meanwhile, in bot lane, it seems like they're very... both are playing pretty passive right now. They just stay taking creep kills and denying.
So yeah, that definitely, like, I think that definitely might benefit the Hellborn side a bit more. If they're not, if neither side is really abusing the pool too much, because the Blade Rider naturally denies 1/8 of every creep wave, because you can like use it once per minute.
Yeah.
Roughly. So if you're just a deny outside of XP range is...
Or mid.
Oh, sorry, in the mid lane we see Gladiator actually using his ultimate there. And Defiler ultimate also on top. Gladiator's gonna go for the rune. It's a region rune bottom. Unbelievable. Super lucky.
Super
Always.
Lucky, always lucky.
Always lucky. Defiler not leveling his W at this point. So do you play a bit of Defiler?
Super rarely.
Okay.
Very little. But
So,
I would say in this matchup I wouldn't get a W either. Like maybe by level 8 or something.
So I think the reason W could actually be good is because if you get W'd by the Gladiator, you can kind of dodge like the Q by silencing the Gladiator, right?
Yeah.
Because then he cannot send you back. And the silence level 1 is still like 2 seconds, which might be more than enough to actually dodge the Q.
Yeah, I guess you're right on that. Then you can screw up the combo by Gladiator a bit. I guess.
Exactly. I don't think you can reliably dodge the ultimate, because I don't think you're fast enough for that. But dodging the Q should be possible.
Yep.
Right
now it's pretty stale. It's 200 gold difference. So I guess like
yeah.
we got the first blood on Hellborn's side, but after that they kinda slow down. And
yeah, I think specifically like top lane, the Revenant is not doing as well. Really hasn't progressed an item at all. And this is also partially because like a hero like Revenant, if he gets cut off by the wall, there's just not really that much he can do, right?
Yeah, but it's kind of much with this Andromeda as well. Like they have no one that can really frontline in top lane. They have like they need a string for a frontliner that can be like.
Oh, and that's actually a dirty ward there by the Empath. That should spot out any rotation.
Yep.
Also, like Revenants. Okay, so what is your opinion on this? Revenant leveling his ultimate here.
I don't really play the hero, but I mean, don't you always max the W on the hero? It is an insane amount of damage.
Yeah, so if like specifically for harass purposes, it's really good. Because level 1 it does 15 times 6 on 90 magic damage. And that's like not counting for the minus magic armor. Then it goes to 150 to 210, 280. But it's like a nice harass tool. But like, what does the ultimate only becomes valuable at level 8? Because then like you get the double proc, right? Mm-hmm. So the double invis, double Q, and double W. As they actually try to go in the top lane, they actually get a good Q initiation on the Hammerstorm. They also start with they pop down a Revenant, and he's actually going to go down. There's no saving the Revenant there. In the mid lane, actually Gladiator gets a kill on the Defiler.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
I did not. I was looking top, but I see that he has a DD rune activated, so I can tell that he. Like
yeah, and
did a lot of damage. Oh.
In general, just actually bottom tower goes down. Oh, that's curious. Okay, so Gladiator, Plague Rider is actually under a lot of pressure here from both Pearl and Bushwhack.
Oh, mid.
Actually, in mid lane. The Gladiator might go down. The Gladiator's in a lot of trouble. He tries to do some. No, he's gonna go down here. And in the top lane, we see the tower is likely to go down here. But yeah, the Revenant plus Andro really doesn't have much opportunity to do anything against those heroes, specifically since they are like just getting out leveled, right? So if you were to stay in the lane, the Hammerstorm could just spam his Q on your face, and that is 325 damage every 14 seconds or whatever it is, 12 seconds.
Can I see I killed bot here on the player there?
Oh, Plague Rider might be in a bit of trouble. Bushwhack and Pearl are setting up. I don't know if this... Yeah, you might actually see him. You might have seen the Pearl rotate over because he has a ward near the rune there.
Yeah. I think he saw the Pearl, but he wasn't thinking about the pushback. So if Pearl didn't move there, he could have killed Play. Maybe.
Yeah, because like this is a Plague Rider with just red boots. Plague Rider is not as fast as he used to be. I think Plague Rider used to be like one of the fastest heroes in the game. Base, I mean. But that's definitely not the case anymore. Plague Rider might be playing a bit... Oh, actually, sorry, in the mid lane, we see an Invis rune on the Defiler. Actually, that's a Rev Ward. They use the Rev Ward on... That's ultimate on the Lodestone. The Defiler is going to pop his ultimate. Defiler is going to get hit by the Lodestone ultimate. That was a good combo by Gladiator and Lodestone. 5 people from the Legion side actually in the mid lane here. It's going to be the Gladiator ultimate. Pearl's gonna go down here. And there's not much response from the Legion side. Because Legion side tried to initiate there with the Andromeda ultimate. The Defiler went down instantly to Lodestone plus... I think it was Hammerstorm and Gladiator.
Yeah.
And at that point you can't really teamfight them anymore, right?
Yeah, I think if the fighter goes down, you're pretty much lacking. Oh, Bushwhack.
Oh, wait, and Bushwhack might be in a bit of trouble here. He's going to run into 5 people there. He might need to run for his life. Lodestone and Co are kind of on the hunt there. They're just taking stacks for now.
Yeah, they still need the stacks on Hammer, which is a big deal. I mean, Hammer's on 521, 20
yeah,
GPM
right
now.
There were not a lot of stacks. Oh, wait, Pearl's going to be in a lot of trouble. Pearl's going to be in the well. And she's going to be respawning soon. Yeah, the supporting cast from the Legion side is really not doing too well. And speaking of that, we see that the supporting... This is like a really good ward here by the Empath. And actually, Revenant is going to be in a bit of trouble here. And in the other side, oh, that's a good Plague Rider ultimate on the Andromeda and Defiler. The Plague Rider is gonna go down soon. The Hammerstorm is already down. Plague Rider is gonna go down. There are 3 people left here from the Hellborn side. Lodestone ultimate pop. Lodestone ultimate is going to go and hit air there. Gladiators forgot to send the pushback back. Empath is likely going to go down in the background. Gladiator's gonna try to TP out. Gladiator is going to be fine. There was a bit of miscommunication there on the Lodestone because the Gladiator had this W on the Bushwhack, I believe. And this is a Bushwhack with 800 HP. I think if Lodestone uses or hits his ultimate there, that's a dead Bushwhack.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just the Hellborn overstaying their welcome a little bit too much.
Yeah, I think they stayed way too long. They should have taken the stacks and they just went back, but they stayed for a bit too long. They had the Fighter ulti, they should just get back.
Okay, so we see so historically in the Pro League, when we've seen the Hammerstorm, if I am thinking about like I think we've seen B Pro pick it up a bit, right? I think B Pro might be the only team I've actually seen him play the Hammerstorm.
I think another team plays it when I don't know the name, but the puppet solving team.
Oh, Kevin's team. Okay, but sorry.
Bot lane.
Oh, so in the bottom lane, we see Lodestone use this Q already. Gladiator is going to be caught here by the stun from the Andromeda. He uses his ultimate for basically just to escape there. Yeah. Notably, Gladiator ultimate also gives you a 10% movement speed buff. Hashtag HoN facts. But so Hammerstorm. We've seen, I think Hammerstorm usually goes for Elder Parasite. I know that like what's it called? The Smart Club brother, Marcus? Oh, in bottom lane, sorry again. We see that's an ultimate on the Bushwhack. Plague Rider ultimate on the Bushwhack. Plague Rider is going to be manning up against the Bushwhack. Bushwhack is going to fall. Gladiator wants to catch someone there, but oh, the Bushwhack's 1 HP from the Lodestone ultimate, from the Lodestone W, but he's going to be fine. Hammerstorm meanwhile runs into the Defiler. Defiler is going to go down in the mid lane, but that ends with 2 people down from the Hellborn side. Oh, and they're gonna go Conger.
Yeah, it's using that empath and hammer ability advantage and going for the combo.
Yeah, like at this point. So okay, so I was gonna talk about the Twin Blades. Because Twin Blades is not really an item we see too much on the Hammerstorm these days. And I specifically don't like it with an empath inside you. Because you have so much attack speed already. Do you really need it? And I think back in the day, maybe, because the slow that I provided was really valuable. But you can go for Frostful Skull these days, which is just insane slow and lockdown.
I was about to say, I think Frostwolf is one of the, like, maybe not the best, but it's one of the better items on Hammerstorm.
Especially, like, I think Frostwolf is a really underrated item, especially against a hero like Revenant. Because being able to scout out anything in Invis is actually insane. And actually, empaths might be in a bit of trouble here. There's so many people here from the Legion side, but they're not willing to initiate on the empath there. Notably, Revenant is going to dodge Revenant with Melfrats, actually.
That's I was about to say the same. We're seeing Melfrats.
It's an item. I understand on the Bushwhack, but on the Revenants, I would expect something like a tablet a lot more, or maybe even Storm Spirit against Gladiator.
At least we have one guy who has a Windvis in this game.
My man. Ooh. Defiler.
Oh,
Defiler.
Shit, yeah. Defiler.
Amazing player. Just like unbelievable tactics. Coordination. Amazing.
Yeah.
I want to be like him.
I think Windvis had essentially the entire team aura.
Exactly. Look at the movement speeds of all the other people.
And they're gonna go for middle tower from the Helmer side, and I think Legion is gonna try to trade here.
Yeah, so...
Are they gonna make it in time? The Fighter's gonna put there?
They don't really want to push against Defiler or trade, because like Defiler is going to be faster probably.
They should commit to the next tower on Legion, right? Helmer's gonna retreat.
So yeah, they're going to port home here. I think they... Lodestone going in very aggressively, but he's not going to get much. Empath notably using his Q on the Lodestone there to keep him alive. I also don't think Hammerstorm ported.
He did not.
No, okay, so they're just gonna go for Conquer here. But look at this ward, by the way, from Empath here.
They have full vision on the Conquer here, I think.
So, are they going to buy the big smoke oak? And that's a DD rune in the top lane. Gladiator's gonna find a DD rune here. They know the HP of Conquer. They know what's going on here. They're looking for a fight. The File ultimate is down. They know that as well. Conquer is gonna go down, and they're not actually gonna get much. The Andro is gonna go down. The Lodestone does not have dust, so he's not going to be able to find the Revenant there. He's getting a stun from Defiler, but actually the top lane, sorry. The Bushwhack, the Hammerstorm is going. Bushwhack is in a bit of trouble, maybe. Bushwhack is going to dodge for now, and he's going to be fine. Gladiator not actually able to get the last hit. The Plaguebite ultimate in the background, bouncing around. The Lodestone goes down, a Plaguebite goes down. Gladiator might be in a bit of trouble. Empath forgot he actually jumped out of the Hammerstorm and just chilled there for a couple of seconds. Admiring the environment. Gladiator with his tablet is going to be fine, I think. Yeah, he's going to be fine. That could have gone a lot worse for the Legion side.
I do have a question for you. Do you think, I see that Bushwhack is maxi instead of Q? I don't know if that's a thing, but he don't, like, the cast with his Q which is too good. I don't really see the point in when you max.
Okay, so for the Bushwhack, you want to have at least level 3 W. Like level 3 specifically, because level 3, the difference between level 3 and level 4 is only 1 second cooldown. Compared to like 3 seconds cooldowns to the levels before that. It goes down from 12 to 9 to 7 to 6. Oh, sorry, in the bottom lane. Actually, Hammerstorm in a lot of trouble. Hammerstorm is going to go down. Andro plus the Revenant is actually so much minus armor. Lodestone might be in a bit of trouble. Lodestone is also going to go down. I actually did not think about that, but like Revenant plus Andromeda is a lot of minus armor, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, the fighter ulti did a lot of damage itself, and then again,
Yeah, but like the Revenant E.
Oh, the Revenant E. Oh, okay.
The Revenant E also gives a stacking minus armor debuff.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's a hero. I don't think I ever played Revenant, to be honest.
I don't think anyone ever really played much Revenant. Sorry, like Defiler is going to keep pushing here. Defiler also picked up a lot of armor himself, actually. I do believe that if Bushwhack's gonna port home, that is such a greedy port. Yeah. I will say though, against the Gladiator.
Exactly. On the pause.
So Bushwhack is actually coming back a bit. It's nice that they pause so we can just discuss the game a little bit. It is relatively even right now, but like Bushwhack has the Outbones only as a farming tool. So, sorry, to go back to the Bushwhack skill build. Q is quite good, yes, but you want level 3W at least. But your E is also your farming tool. So the way that the E works is once you crit, it applies your jungle toxin to everything around the targets that you hit. You get that?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Okay, but not the main targets, but like it gives 4 stacks of jungle toxin to everything. Okay. So if you, for example, if you hit W, hit W, hit, as an example, every creep in the area has 12 stacks of jungle toxin. But that's only if you have it maxed.
But do you like? Isn't it enough with like 3 that you only have 3 points in it, and then it's max Q? I feel like Q with a low cooldown. When you try to catch people, you put Q, you hit them. I mean, you put Q, W, then you hit them twice, and you W again. Then you have your Q like up again because you get the 0.3 cooldown reduction every time you hit, right?
Yeah, 0.2. Yeah.
0.2,
yeah, the cooldown reduction from hits is really, I think, neglectable. Because like 5 hits for a second's less cooldown it's just kind of whatever.
Yeah,
I think if you were to remove that part of the ability, you would not notice it. But it's like your E is your farming tool. So I think you want to at least have that level 2 or 3 before you start farming stacks.
What if you farm enemy heroes?
Yeah, so this game specifically, they're also fighting a lot. So you could argue, you know, your E is not as valuable.
Yeah, I seen like at least 2 or 3 times now that Bushwhack, when he like chases a hero, he doesn't have Q up. Like 10 seconds cooldown when he throws it. And then he can't really catch up because he can't hit them, and he can't rely on the W to catch up because he can't hit them.
If I were this Bushwhack as well here, I would have probably gone for maybe a Sackstone and like an Energizer specifically. Oh, actually in the bottom lane, sorry, Andromeda plus Revenant on the hunt, on the prowl there. They found a Gladiator, but Gladiator is going to be fine here. Gladiator also notably picking up a Helm to Black Legion. I'm not a big fan of it actually. Specifically also against like the Bushwhack, what is a Helm really going to do, right?
Isn't Helm like fairly good against the Father ulti?
No. So Defiler Ultimate specifically states that it ignores deflection. So otherwise, okay, look at it from this perspective. Lodestone E has 45 damage reduction at max level. With 100% reduction, right? If it would not ignore deflection, Lodestone with maxed E would literally take no damage from Defiler Ultimate.
Yeah, I get your point.
but it states so in the detailed description. It says 50 magic damage per attack, and between brackets, ignore deflection with an attack cooldown of 2 seconds. But yes, that's the Bushwhack. To come back to the Revenant, the stacking minus armor debuff from the Revenant is something that I think gets looked over a bit too much. Because it's a lot. Actually, sorry, Gladiator might be in a bit of trouble here. We see both Revenant and Andromeda here with Lex Talionis even minus a 10,000 armor on the Gladiator. Gladiator is going to instantly go down.
That harm will not help you.
No, like this is what I was talking about. Like the Helmed Black Legion here, especially against the Bushwhack, like 300 extra HP doesn't matter. That's like 2 seconds or so, 0.2 seconds for ult. Lodestone ultimate, Lodestone ultimate's air there. The Hammerstorm with the Shrunken in the front line there. The big Plague ultimate bouncing around, killing everyone. Bushwhack is kiting the Hammerstorm though. Hammerstorm can't really man up against the Bushwhack like that. That is in my opinion why like the Twin Blades doesn't really do that much this game, because he got one hit in and he instantly was forced to go back there. They didn't even pop the Pearl ultimate. Pearl just kind of chilled to the backline, and you can't really commit as the Hammerstorm because the if you like overcommit, the final ultimate plus the Pearl is just gonna push you out there actually. Oh, Hammerstorm going in so aggressively. There's no Shrunken on Hammerstorm. Hammerstorm is going to be under a lot of pressure there. Bushwhack's running out though. Bushwhack does not have a Shrunken, so he's not interested in actually fighting that. Defiler with that Storm Spirits is going to be not fine here. 5 people from the Hellborn collapsing on top of him. It's going to be a 2 for 0 there, and actually defend their Conqueror. There was a really aggressive initiation from the Hammerstorm. On the other hand, I think the reason he was so confident in that initiation was because the final ultimate was down, right?
Yeah. It was. He got it back on cooldown 1. I mean, off cooldown 1 he died.
I think a big props that I want to give here to the Legion team, the Latin team, is just aura items. We see like so much aura items from the Legion side here, right?
Yeah.
We see like Soul's Bulwark, we see Gnome's Wisdom, even Lex Talionis has like an aura effect. An Energizer on the Revenant. All these items, like they give you armor and they like buff the, reduces the enemy armor. And that is like what is basically winning them the team fights here, I feel. Because I feel like Bushwhack is not going to be, should not be able to man up against a Hammerstorm with an Empath inside.
Bushwhack is gonna pick up a Dancing Blade. I guess that's gonna be either again Euro or Wingbow. I guess a Wingbow, probably guess.
Yeah, so if you were the Bushwhack here, what would you go?
I would go Wingbow, I feel like. I guess Hammerstorm is just like, what are Hammerstorm gonna do about you when you have a Wingbow? He's like most likely not gonna buy Savage Mace for the next at least 15 minutes.
Yeah, probably ever.
Yeah.
So, oh actually, sorry, Gladiator catching the Andromeda here. He is going to go and cast his Q on top of it, but it's not any follow-up really. They're not really interested in fighting it seems. Oh wow, Hammerstorm ultimate together with the Empath is going to go for the Conqueror here. There's no vision from the Legion side here. So they don't know that this is happening. On the other hand, is it going to be in time? Because Defiler is popping his ultimate. And the Rex might actually fall here because of that. Like, I think they know that this is happening, but I think they say, okay, let's just take the Rex for free. Oh, Defiler, oh, they're going to go in, and the Lodestone ultimate hits hits nothing there, actually.
Oh, that's a swamp.
Oh, and like a Hammerstorm in the front line goes in on an illusion from Andromeda, I believe. That was there after the swap, and no one dies? Oh, no, Andromeda. Sacrificial Andromeda, but that was a token on the Hammerstorm.
Yeah, but they also lost a tier 3 tower. I wouldn't... I mean, the token could be worth it, but now they have to fight them. They need to make next fight really count.
I don't like the fact that Defiler did not just commit to the Rex there.
Yeah, if they got the Rex there, yeah.
If I was Defiler, I would just say, like, everyone just go back. I'm just gonna go, like right-click the melee Rex, Storm Spirit myself. The spirits will keep attacking. And, like, that'll be fine. I would love for this Defiler to actually pick up the Thieves Cloak.
Oh, yeah, I guess that because when you pop the ulti, the only concern is that you don't need to die. You can't die. That's the only like concern, right?
The fun fact of the Thieves Cloak is that the spirits still do full damage, even if the Thieves Cloak procs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they don't really. Oh, they're gonna put bots here.
Yeah, they're separate from the Defiler somehow. Hammerstorm with that minus building debuff is going to smack this tower. Tower is going to go down so quickly.
Look at
oh, actually Defiler pushing mid lane. They're going to just get the base tower there. That's a Gladiator ultimate. There's no Storm Spirit on himself. Pearl is pushing away the Lodestone. Lodestone is going to go down, but holy crap, Bushwhack is so low instantly. Hammerstorm is porting home here. Gladiator is going to be on the prowl here. He might see that. No, the Q did not give enough vision to see that actually. And everyone in the Legion side is going to be fine. I think... Oh, they did actually lose both racks in the bottom lane. I did not notice that.
Yeah, they lose both racks, but also they lose a second tier 3 tower on the like Hellborn side. So they only have like last tier 3 tower now. If they push now, they could easily get a racks. But also two racks are at like half HP here, and they're going to be at half HP for the next 5 minutes, I would say. Or they're gonna go reaching up over the next 5 minutes. 2.5. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we do see the Bushwhack indeed picking up the Wingbow, and Bushwhack is on a mission. I'm not sure I approved of this mission.
Well, I approve. There's Wingbow, he shows.
Oh, and Ravenant is going to be in a bit of trouble here. That's a 5-man smoke. It's a Gladiator ultimate right on top. Oh, in the background, we see Hammerstorm and the Bushwhack manning up to each other. And Bushwhack thinks he made a big mistake, and he's going to go down. Manning up against the Hammerstorm with that much damage without your team being there is not a great idea, buddy. Like, Hammerstorm is not a hero you want to challenge to a man fight. That was not a good idea. I don't even know if Empet was actually inside the Hammerstorm there.
I don't think it was. He jumped in after Bushwhack died.
Yeah, it was, I think, partially like no misses, sure.
Yeah.
But
like he got 3 hits, like straight off, like both the twin blade hits and then second, like third hits from Hammerstorm.
But like the Wingbow is only 20% evasion for ranged. I may be one of the few people that thinks this, but I like specifically like melee Wingbow so much more than ranged Wingbow.
But I also guess that like Bushwhack relies a lot on his like attacks, right? And he doesn't get a lot of attack range from it. So I guess is Bushwhack in itself, he benefits a lot from it.
Yeah, I could see that.
But also he got one-shotted by Hammerstorm, so I mean he needs armor, he needs HP, he needs something to be more tanky.
Yeah,
he's
like
dying.
So I was thinking, I was thinking about like going for Frostal Skull on the Bushwhack, but it's only 20% movement speed slow when wielded by a ranged hero.
Yeah.
It's not very much, is it? For like a 5k item. So I think that's the reason you don't ever really see it picked up on a ranged hero.
You're gonna see a Hellflower picked up on Gladiator. I don't think he had that last fight.
No, he had the Arcana for a while. Oh, he picked up the Ultra's Heavy Helm.
Yeah, he did. He wanna be super tanky.
I don't know if he knows that it doesn't work against Defiler. I'm gonna ask him after the game.
Yeah. But we're gonna see a portal key on a Revenant. He has a blessed orb, I guess. Oh, they're gonna do a team smoke on the Legion side. They're gonna go towards the.
Do they have vision here? They have a lot of efforts though.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's actually going to be a big team fight here. They're gonna run into each other, and it's an initiation on the Andromeda. Plaguebird ultimate on top. Plaguebird ultimate bouncing around. Plaguebird ultimate doing so much damage there. Everyone from the Legion side is instantly gonna go down. Hammerstorm is smelling blood. Hammerstorm is making blood, and he's melting everyone. Frost of Skull also picked up on the Hammerstorm. Actually, I love that pickup. I don't know what he sold.
Chalice.
Was it a chalice? Okay, so he just sold a chalice. Yeah, definitely don't need that, especially if you have the twin blades. Revenant, the sole survivor. Revenant with a PK pickup.
Yeah, he has, like I said in the beginning, he had PK and a blessed orb. I don't know. The item choices on the Revenant is not really what I would go
choice
for.
stress. That's what I call that.
Yeah, he has a he has a breast knuckle who isn't really. It's only 4 charges yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They haven't really been. Oh, sorry. He gets initiated here by the Gladiator, and Gladiator is going to not be able to finish him off here. Hammerstorm is not there, so they're probably not interested in fighting that too much. The enemy Conqueror is also going to be up in less than a minute, I would say. So, I in hindsight, I do really like the Altos Heavy Helm on the Gladiator, because it's the armor that they definitely need, that he definitely needs, right?
So you changing your mind?
No, I like the item, but I don't. It doesn't work against Defiler, but it does work against like everything else, and it gives like some armor.
Yep.
And I think that's what like should have become apparent from the past, I'd say 15 minutes. That like the Andromeda W plus, yeah, like it doesn't really matter on the Hammerstorm, right? It makes you go down in 2 hits into like 1.9 hits.
Yeah.
Because he already has 150 base damage. Oh, actually, his Lodestone is gonna go down there in the background. Empath is jumping the Hammerstorm. Hammerstorm is going in, and that's a double stun on the both the Pearl and the Plague Rider ultimate bouncing around. Plague Rider ultimate bouncing around. Hammerstorm. Oh my god, Hammerstorm, the splash damage! The splash damage is going to kill everyone there!
Oh, you know what, Dutch? The Hammerstorm didn't use ulti until the last hit there.
I mean, he had a
used
rune.
it. Yeah, but still, right?
Was it cooldown?
No, it was not cooldown. He didn't use it. Don't ask me why.
Speaking of, like, bad items, you know what? One thing that's worse than buying the wrong item is not buying an item at all.
Yep.
Shout out to the Empath with 4.9k gold. I was actually kind of thinking, like, what is he gonna buy?
And we're gonna see a GG call right there.
Yeah. I would have liked for him to pick up Abyssal Skull probably a little bit earlier.
But
maybe.
Like we talked in the beginning, I think that the Legion side really lacked someone to go in. They needed like a meat shield. They need someone to be in the front. They had.
Ooh, they needed a Pharaoh this game.
They needed something, like literally something that can just go. Like they need something to work with Revenant, basically, right?
Yeah.
Revenant should have been a 4, and Pearl should not have existed, and then they should have had something that just can go in.
Yeah, because I like the Andro too much in this team to not have the Andro.